Yep, look right there, guys. That's a human femur. We just found. So, you know, they don't bury you very deep out here in the mountains. Well, good morning, everybody from Creede, Colorado. I'm up here with Adam and Justin, and we're just kind of walking around after our 10-plus hour adventure yesterday. We decided to take a chill day today, so we're just ambling around Creede, not really having a set schedule, checking out some of the shops, getting ready to go into San Juan Sports. If you're ever in this area, San Juan Sports has a lot of hiking gear, camping gear, that kind of stuff. They have some like next level shoes and jacket brands. They have like Patagonia and really nice brand jackets and all that. So if you're ever in the area looking for something like that, definitely go in there and check it out. But yeah, we're just gonna kind of be wandering around today, like not really doing anything planned at all. Do a little bit of exploration maybe. But neither of these guys have been here before, so I'm going to try and take them around and see some of the, some of the sights, some of the things that are the coolest to see. I'm over here in front of the Creede Museum, and 2 years ago, I brought my son Declan out here with me, and we went and did a tour of the Creede Museum. So if you want to go look through my other videos, you can find that. It's named something about a mountain lion, because they have a stuffed mountain lion in there from like the year 1900. It's pretty cool. But anyway, yeah, getting ready to walk over to San Juan Sports, and then I don't know, we'll see what today holds. Bachelor Loop, walking around, and I'm climbing up the embankment here to check out this cabin up here. I think I did this like 3 years ago, but I'm starting to realize that, people don't mind seeing me cover multiple things, multiple years in my videos. It's interesting to see, like, every time you come in here, like the level of deterioration and weathering that these things have. Yeah, so here's the outside of this one. Go in here. So you gotta be careful if you're ever out here exploring these. Watch your step. Don't step on any nails. Don't need any tetanus. Here's the view out this window down to the road. Well, we are currently doing one of my absolute favorite things to do out here, which is just exploring. So we kind of walked up off the road a little ways to this old cabin, just kind of walking around, taking some photos, and yeah, just thinking about what it would have been like to live in these conditions back when these were first built. Yeah, I was telling the guys earlier, for those of us that live in Oklahoma, Texas, that area, we're familiar with shotgun houses for the oil field guys. Hold on, while I say that, check this out. Just found this on the ground. Cool old rusty nail. But yeah, so like in Oklahoma, Texas, we have shotgun houses for the oil field workers. So a lot of these cabins out here were essentially the same concept, but for miners. It was just something simple because they worked a lot of hours. Just something simple for them to crash at night. So nothing too fancy. This one's definitely seen some better days. It's got a whole wall over here that's collapsed. So not gonna protect you against the wind too much. What do you think? 50,000 for this one?
Yeah. Yeah, 55.9 maybe.
Yeah?
Yep.
I could see it.
Look here.
Check this out.
You can sell these.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Something else crazy about the wood they used up here. So there's a kind of an epidemic with web worms and other kinds of worms. But just look at the like tunneling that happened in this wood from all the worms and things. Actually, it looks really cool, but I'm like curious about the longevity of the wood they used that came from those trees. So yeah, if you're in the market for a nice quality home here in Creede, Colorado, I think this one's available. Probably $59,900. Doesn't come with furniture, so you'll have to bring your own furniture, but other than that, she's a little bit of a fixer-upper. All right, well, we met up with the rest of the guys, and we're getting ready to head up to Bachelor City. I gotta brag on this, the Sportage. It's done really well up here. Like, everything's been easy peasy, all this hill climbing. I've never got it over 2,000 RPMs. Just cruising all the way up with that all-wheel drive. Definitely nice. Hey guys, right now we're up here in the woods, close to Bachelor City. Just kind of walking around a little bit, but I came across something that's really strange that maybe some of you, if you're watching this, if you're from the Colorado area, maybe you can tell me a little more about it in the comments. So I'm seeing a lot of stumps out here that this has been like fairly recently cut, but they're all right here. Like, the logs are here. Nobody took them anywhere. So I don't really know like what the reason was for cutting them down, but they're everywhere. Like, you can see freshly cut. Maybe they cut them to let them season up here or something. But that also makes me question, like, if someone's supposed to be doing that. I don't know. If you guys know, leave a comment. Let me know why people would be doing that, and if that's something they're supposed to be doing or not. Just thought it was weird. Definitely smells good, all the like freshly cut logs and whatnot. We're gonna go see what these other guys are up to. Found the other guys. We're gonna head back down to the clearing. I'll take a little bit of video down there, but like Bachelor City, I remember when I was a kid, And I made a video about this like maybe 3 years ago. We came here and explored a little bit, but like when I was a kid, I remember there being a lot of the buildings, or at least like a bottom portion of a lot of buildings left out here. And now there's just the one. And I don't know if people are like, we're robbing parts of it for firewood, which shame on them if they did something like that. That's just messed up. But I know like even back then when I remember there being parts of those structures still there, you could see where people had made fire pits in the middle. So there's a really good chance that a lot of them burned down, which yet again, it's a complete bonehead move by whoever did that. Ruining it for all of us, because you know, there's several guys on this trip that have never been here. And it kind of sucks to have to tell them, yeah, when I was a kid, like in the 90s, there was all kinds of stuff here to see. And they're kind of like, what? There was a town here? So I guess it is what it is, but it's just another one of those things that makes me sad about the historical element out here kind of fading away. I guess it's part of the reason why I do these videos is each year I kind of compare what a lot of the trail and structures look like, just to show what they were like the previous year. Yeah, here it is. This is pretty much the lone structure that's left out here, and there's not much of it left. I'm hoping that what's there can remain for quite some time. But over along that tree line, I remember there being cabins when I was a kid. I'm hoping I can get the drone out later. It's sprinkling right now, so I don't really want to do that, but I want to see if I can fly down the hill, because down this way earlier from the road I thought I saw like the corner of a structure. I don't really want to walk all the way down there because it's quite a ways down the hill, but anyway, maybe we'll see. Crazy love hawk just chilling right there on the top of that tree. I guess the food by the road is a lot better. There's a wrapper right there. I want to eat that. You can see its ribs. Malnourished. Alright, we're over here at Bob Ford's grave site. We'll see what this is all about. Alright, so this is the spot where Bob Ford was originally buried, the slayer of Jesse James. But yeah, I think once his family got word that he'd been killed, they came here from Missouri and exhumed his body and took it back. So he wasn't buried here a long time. But just to give you some perspective, so there's his here, that's a gravesite right there. And then there's one here and all these crosses here. I think these were where the outlaws and just people that the town didn't like got buried over here, because the cemetery is way on over there. Guys, we were just looking at this grave and we noticed there's toe bones sticking up out of the ground. So they didn't bury him very deep.
That's kind of weird.
Yep, look right there, guys. That's a human femur. We just found. So, you know, they don't bury you very deep out here in the mountains. Thought I smelled some Oklahomies. Yeah, these are the views from the balcony at the pizza place in Creede. Not a bad view, I'd say. Okay guys, check this out. So this coffee drink is called the Bee Sting. And it has espresso and a little bit of milk. And it has cayenne pepper, cinnamon, honey, and a little bit of nutmeg. So we're about to try this thing, but I can guarantee it's gonna be awesome. All right, you guys are witnessing the first sip. Here we go. Oh man, excelente.
Tomato blue.
All right, we came all the way out here to Creede, Colorado to play some cornhole.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, so this coffee is seriously amazing. It's made like, I don't know if you guys know, like Aztec hot chocolate, the chocolatl. So it's made like that with the cayenne pepper. Obviously there's no chocolate in this, it's got honey. That's why they call it the bee sting. But it's got honey and a little bit of whole milk in there. And it's got the cayenne, cinnamon, and nutmeg blend. It's super good.
Hey, a little underneath it. Try to make it drop down. There we go. Nope, not too high. Had a bit of good aim though.
Oh! So I made a video about this last year, but it's just so funny that I think I need to make another one. Check this out. All right, so this thing right here was built by a guy from Creede, and it is a bowling ball cannon. So it's called Lil Paul. It's a cannon that shoots bowling balls, or used to anyway. But yeah, there was a guy from here in Creede, and he would take this thing around to parties and stuff, and he would shoot bowling balls for entertainment. And the guy that actually told me about this said that a lot of times he would turn it to where it was like pointing straight up in the air, and he would get people to stand in a circle around it, and then he would shoot a bowling ball straight up in the air and see who could stand still and not run away. All right, so here's the information about Lil Paul, the bowling ball cannon. Y'all can pause the video and read it if you want to. Quick update on the coffee with the pepper in it. Since my lips are chapped from being out here, it's definitely starting to sting a little bit, but it's still very tasty. So this was a placard that, well, it has information about Creede in Jimtown, as it was before it was Creede, old Creede. But this thing needs some help. It needs to be reprinted, do an overlay on there. Well, maybe it's just the laminate. Look at this. I think it's just the laminate that's dried out and cracking. So they might be able to just peel the laminate. I don't know. But yeah, there's some cool information on here. It's got a lot about the railroad, because this museum that I'm at right now is the rail depot from back in the day. So you can see it right there. So super cool. All right, it wouldn't be a Sean vlog unless I had some educational portion in here, so check this out. I've had to help a lot of people figure out how to use this. So here's an instructional video. It's called a bear guardian, and it is so bears can't get in the trash. Your hand goes in here, and that's where so otherwise you can't open it. So there you go. Learn something new every day, maybe. Getting a little bit of sprinklage here in Creede right now. It feels great. All the guys are down there hanging out at the park. I've just been walking up and down. I think this is my third time walking up Main Street. I'm gonna go on this side this time because I went the other way before. It's the Creede Theater. And there's the view that everybody wants to see and get photos of. Heading up toward the Bachelor Loop. Yeah, so there's a lot of times that I'm just super content to just walk around, hang out, and just enjoy the weather out here, the temperature. It's so nice. I wanted to show you guys this. So like, look at this thing. It's a moose sculpture, but it's made out of Ferarri parts. Like, it's insane, but yeah, check this out. It took 16 months to build. Hand hammered stainless. A labor of love. Well, I'd say so, but that's pretty awesome. I'm heading back down toward the park, Creede Park. That's where all the guys were playing cornhole earlier. So I think we're getting ready to go do something else. Not 100% sure, but we shall see. What's up, guys? We're actually getting ready to head out again this morning, but I wanted to stop real quick and tell you something that really cool that happened last night. So we were like about to go to bed. We're just sitting around talking, and then we just decided to step out on the balcony at the cabin and like look up at the stars. We ended up being out there for about an hour just looking up at the sky, and actually saw one really cool shooting star that just went like straight across right in front of us. It was almost like it was put there just for us. So it was super cool to see.